Adobe Illustrator CC excels at working with vector artwork, which is made up of shapes and lines rather than pixels. But you can also add raster image to your designs. Raster images like JPEG or PNGs consist of pixels, which are aligned on a grid to form an image. When raster images are scaled up or down, they can quickly lose quality and appear distorted or fuzzy. In Illustrator CC, if you want to scale or edit an image, you can trace the image to create editable path from it. When you do that, you're essentially turning a raster image into vector artwork, which can be easily scaled up or down without losing quality. Using this project, you will learn about tracing raster images to create a vector image. Then you will see how to edit that trace or vector artwork. Finally, you will add the artwork to an existing design on the right. With the selection tools selected, click the image on the left to select it. This is a picture taking of a drawing in the sketchbook. Now to capture just the robot sketch, add it to the birthday card design in the right. You trace the image to convert it from raster to vector artwork. Using the image trace feature in the Illustrator, with the image selected, click the image trace button on the property panel on the right. Now when you trace an image, you have a series of options you can set from the menu that appears, depending on the result you want. So choose default to start. This setting can be really useful if you want to trace content and to separate it from the background, for instance. To try another trace option, click the preset option that now show in the property panel on the right, and choose low fidelity photo from the menu. It looks more like original image, including being in color now. Now get the main shape you need. Choose sketch art from the same preset menu. There are a host of other options for fine-tuning your tracing. In the image trace panel, you can open here. But our tracing image, we don't need to change any of these options. Now, even though the image is traced and converted to shapes, it still isn't editable yet. When you finish tracing, you can expand the artwork so it can be added. Note that once you expand traced artwork, you cannot try another trace setting. You are essentially committing to the tracing you already created. So click the Expand button in the Property panel to be able to edit the vector artwork. Now select just the robot artwork. You're going to use a lasso tool. So in the tool panel on the left, press and hold down to the direct selection tool. This white arrow to select the lasso tool on the menu that appears. Come out to the artwork and drag around the robot shape carefully and select just the robot head. If you select more than necessary, try dragging around again. Now to copy this robot head, so we can put a copy to the card. Choose Edit, Copy, and choose Edit, Paste, and paste to the copy. This robot head is actually made up of a series smaller trace objects. To keep them together, you will group them. Click the Group button towards the bottom of the Property panel. Now move the robot head into the position on the right. Select the Selection tool and then drag the robot over here so that it fit within this blue shape. You'll resize it. Drag the corner of the selected artwork and make it a little smaller. If you drag, press the Shift key so you don't distort the artwork. When it's about this big, release the mouse button and then the Shift key. Then drag it into the center of the blue shape and place it. Change the color of the robot head. Click Fill Color in the Property panel on the right. Make sure the swap option is selected and select the white color. You can then press the Escape key and you can more easily see the final artwork. Choose Select, Deselect. Now you know how to trace images in Illustrator, convert them to editable vector artwork. You can trace images to add additional vector images, like tracing photo texture or add texture backgrounds, or trace hand lettering you drew, and so much more.